Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter. And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. The Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Duke's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Thanks to grab. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So the Kansas Jayhawks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Makes the catch. It's Lincoln. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Skidecki. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the...
He's going to fire deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Skidecki. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the option. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Great job by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
He'll take another shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He throws one to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run play action. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And the ball's out there after it. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's taking the shot. Picked picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Jayhawks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Direct snap. It's Skadecki. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Lincoln. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kansas, 31, Duke.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job. defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Finding open areas. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, and how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. On the move, it's Isaac. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lockett. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Did the work himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Right on the money. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And they're looking for a fourth-quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
35, Kansas, 34.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And this one is perfect. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 12 to Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rocket. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be throwing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Duke. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the 4th quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Lincoln. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Now, a 4th down.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.